with the release of the Sparking series in Japan, and taking a little bit of inspiration from the Beyblade geeks, I'm going to be starting a new series, the Anime versus Real Life Battle Log. And what that is I'm going to be looking at a specific blader's entire battle history and recreating those battles with the Beyblades that we have. And I figured, since this person doesn't, he was only in Evolution, and he had some pretty great battles, and not too many to the point where this video is going to be an hour long, I figured I'm going to start with Silas and Satomb. So without further ado, let's get into the actual battle. So the first battle is against a guy named Pablo, and I think it's in a flashback. No, it's at the, now that I think about it, it's not a flashback. It's at the little arena. If you remember Evolution, it starts with Vault. He walks into like an arena, and it's like with pillars and stuff. And Silas with Satomb beats the guy, and then Vault's like, "Whoa, I want to challenge you." And because of that, because there's no scoreboard or anything, we don't know what Pablo's combo actually was. At least from the site I'm looking at, we don't know. So the first person is going to be Vault, and Vault had Victory Valtryek at the time. So we're going to see how this battle goes. In the anime, Silas won 2-0. So yeah, I'm only going to be doing one battle though. So 3, 2, 1, like rip. And let it rip. Alright. Valtryek has an awoken variable driver, by the way. So that's pretty nice. Let's see. I honestly think Valtryek's going to take this one, because Satomb in real life has such weak slopes. And no, so the next two battles were against Genesis Valtryek. So we're just going to do 2 rounds. So here we go. Let it rip. And let it rip. In the anime, Satomb won one of these battles, and then he lost the other one of the battles. So he was decent. So yeah, here we go. Battle number 2. Let it rip. And then let it rip. Aggressive start by Valtryek. Is it going to pay off though? No, as Valtryek was bursted. So like the anime, he won 1, and then the next battle was against Fafnir, where he lost 2-0. And I think Free hand spun that battle, so I might do the same. So 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And then let it rip. We'll hand it or whatever. So, at least in the earlier seasons of Beyblade, Free destroyed anyone he took on with like an epic burst. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that again, but I think so. And will Satomb take it? No, he will. The next one was up against a guy who has a name that I can't pronounce. I mean, just can try it out. It's like Django del Toro. He has Quitsuku quarter hold, which I can recreate using some spare Beyblade parts. So we're going to battle it. Satomb won this battle, and so far Satomb is anime accurate, not trying to jinx it, but so far Satomb's doing pretty well. So let it rip, and then let it rip. Okay. Quitsuku isn't the most aggressive layer, so I don't know if it's gonna get a burst. Nope, it did get a burst, and that means that Satomb will no longer be anime accurate. Next up, Silas goes up against Rontaro twice, and he wins 1 and then loses 1. I'm going to launch in Roctivore twice. I mean, not twice. Well, I will be, but I'm going to launch in Roctivore first because he has more stamina. So yeah, let it rip. And then let it rip. Both of these guys, at least for Hasbro, had pretty weak slopes when they got released. So I can see either one of them bursting from the other one. Although I think Satomb had slightly worse slopes. That's also a reason I wanted to use Satomb. Not a lot of people, at least for Hasbro, like Satomb because of how bad Satomb's slopes were. Roctivore with the first one. But if Satomb does decently in these battles, and so far he's 100% accurate, but then again he's lost a good like 50% of the battles. But if Satomb performs well in this video, then that just proves that Satomb isn't that bad. Because like I said, especially for Hasbro. A lot of people didn't like Satomb, and Satomb lost twice. In the anime, he only lost once. Next up is a blader that everyone hoped would return in Sparking, but so far we have no news that he is returning, and a lot of people have given up hope. That blader is Wakia. Now Wakia in this battle won. Satomb won 2-0. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. So 3-2. I'm gonna launch in Wyvern first because the atomic driver is insane. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And 3, 2, 1, let it rip. All right. I think that Wyvern's gonna win purely because of stamina. Because the atomic driver is one of the best drivers to this day. So honestly, I could see this battle going either way. But I think Wyvern has the upper hand. And let's see. And yeah, Wakia goes crazy and has 3 battles with Gotham in a row. With episode 14 in a flashback, episode 14 in real life, and then episode 15, he won one of them, lost one of them, and then had a draw in one of them. In real life, I think Garuda is going to take down everything because the Hasbro Garuda is OP in everything. So 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And we're going to send in Satomb now. There we go. You know, Satomb is kind of on the offensive there. And if Satomb stays on the offensive, he might be able to. But then again, Garuda has that thing where like Satomb just died. What happens is occasionally, for those of you that don't know, because of the Garuda build, sometimes Garuda will get right in between the frame and the layer of the Beyblade and just kind of drag it with it. Basically, Garuda did Air Knight's turbo ability before Air Knight did. So yeah, that's why Garuda's OP. So 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And 3, 2, 1, let it rip. You know, Garuda was so overpowered that Takara Tomy banned him from official tournaments. Like they banned Doomsizer, I think, in official tournaments. Also, side note for those of you that didn't know, if you're ever going to go to an official tournament, the 12 frame can't be used unless it has a frame on because of how much it can damage Beyblades. So yeah, Garuda won that one. I'm going to send it to Satomb first, see if it does anything for him. I don't know if it'll help him or not, but we're just going to do it. And then, alright, that was nice. Also, I don't know if I've said this yet, but comment down below if you like this concept for a bunch of videos. Comment down below what blader you want to see next for a battle. Next up, Silas decides to take on Kuza Ackerman, which for those of you that don't know, has Alter Cognite, or for Keratomi, Alter Kronos. So yeah, I'm going to launch into Satomb first. He has 1 battle with him, and then has a draw as the result. So Satomb versus Cognite. Cognite on the aggressive there. I put Cognite in the aggressive layer because I think that's better for him. And I was right, it was better. The next blader on the list is an unknown blader, so we can't do that one. And then coming back is Gotham. That's right. Redemption battle here, as if he hasn't already won enough. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. There he is. And 3, 2, 1, let it rip. There Satomb is. I would say who I think is going to win, but I think it's pretty obvious, especially when Garuda just did what I've deemed the Garuda drift, where he grabs the Beyblade and then moves with it, or drifts with it. Because like, once Garuda... Oh wow, never mind. Satomb actually won that battle. Next up is Xander with Surge Excalius, which means we're going to have a very fast battle. Because Excalius has not that great of slopes, which means that either Excalius is going to run into a pocket and burst Satomb, or burst himself. So 3, 2, 1, let's rip. And 3, 2, 1, let's rip. Told you, option 1, he was going to jump into a pocket. Next up is a battle against Fafnir. And in this battle, Fafnir used a launcher. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Right. Obviously, I think it's going to be Fafnir. I think that's pretty clear because of how strong Fafnir is against Satomb. But I have seen crazier things. I have seen a lot of crazier things. I've seen Luinor L3 burst to some pretty weak bays occasionally. And Fafnir, sorry about the readjusting camera angle. But for the next battle, we have Silas versus Joshua. And in this battle, Silas took the frame off of Satomb, so Satomb would be battling without a frame accordingly. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Sorry if you see the light changing. I don't know if you can already, but I'm filming this closer to like nighttime, so the light is fading. So if the light changes drastically, I apologize. So yeah. Let's see who the winner is, and it's gonna be. Next up, Xander comes back to hopefully try and win this battle, because in the show he did. So there is Satomb, and here is Xander, and Satomb is the one in the pocket. Next up is a flashback where Satomb challenges Wakia, and in this flashback the winner is unknown. So theoretically, whoever wins this battle was the actual winner. So let's see who it's gonna be. I think I've said this before, but I think it's gonna be Wyvern, because Wyvern is a super strong bay, especially by Hasbro standards. So I think it has a pretty decent chance. And the winner is Wyvern. Next up, Silas takes on the powerful attack blader, Louis Shirasagi, where I think it's pretty clear, but Silas and Satomb lost. So yeah, there is Satomb, and coming in now is Luinor. Now Luinor, especially for Hasbro, was super powerful with the actual Beyblade, just because of A, they actually added it on the metal, and B, the slopes on this Beyblade were insane. He may not be able to like burst you, but he has super aggressive like tendencies. And I think that was a tie. Next up, Silas takes on yet again Frida La Jolla, and like I'm pretty sure every other time he loses. So let's see if once again Satomb loses to Free. So here we go, let it rip. Pretty aggressive attack by a stamina type, if I do say so myself. Ultimately, I think Satomb, anytime he goes up against Fafnir, he just doesn't stand a chance. Any Beyblade shaped like Satomb, when they go up against Fafnir, doesn't have a chance, purely because of how good this Fafnir is at draining spin, and Fafnir won. Next up, Silas took on Vault Aoi, but this version of Vault had the Strike Valtryek Beyblade, I'm pretty sure. So I've given it the Strike layer, and I'm using my version of Ultimate Reboot, where it's really just the rubber part. I'm pretty sure I made a video on this already, but basically, I did Ultimate Reboot this way. That way, it has the speed it should have. So yeah, let it rip for Satomb, and here comes Strike Valtryek. And that was a no contact round, and I don't know if I've said this before, but generally, if there's no contact, I don't like to use that battle, because if there's no contact in the battle, then there was no battle. And actually, there we go. Fun fact, Satomb lost that, but fun fact, if you have seen my choose your own Beyblade video, that anytime there was no contact in a battle, I reshot. Silas is battling Joshua again, but in this battle, he switches out the regular frame of Glaive for the Vortex frame of Valtryek. He did this so they could have a little bit more powerful attacks. So we're going to be doing this here to make it accurate. So let it rip. And if I can get Satomb on the launcher, let it rip. Now I know that probably wasn't the fairest because of how late Satomb got on the launcher, but Genius is a pretty great switch strike babe, so I have a good feeling that Genius could still win this nonetheless. So let's see who it's gonna be. It's looking like in the last battle that Silas had in Beyblade Burst Evolution was in episode 46 against Renwu. I think I said that wrong. Renwu, in which he won. So he did manage to win his final battle. So let's do this. Let it rip for Satomb. And coming in now is Shelter Regulus. In real life, I think Shelter Regulus is gonna win because Shelter Regulus can deal pretty decent attacks in the time it has. Although its stamina is, so yeah. Satomb lost that battle. That was the entire anime battle log that Silas had, minus that first guy, Pablo, who we can't tell his combo. So, I hope you liked the video. I plan to do more of these videos in the future. I'm thinking about maybe doing a turbo one next. I don't want to do Achilles because Achilles is going to lose the majority of them at the beginning. Maybe I might do Suo or someone like that. I'm trying to get some characters that you don't really see often that had some pretty cool battles in the anime. So let me know who you think I should do next. Let me know if you have any ones that you would love to see. No matter how many battles I have, like I know that I don't know his name, but I think like the guy with Engard, he was close to the end of the series. He didn't really have a lot of battles, but if you want to see Engard or Hades, I can do battle logs of those. It can be from series 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm not doing season 5. I'm not doing season 4, which is Rise, because there just aren't enough for me to do a log yet. Overall, doing this was pretty fun. Let me know if you think I should do more. Comment down below. I might add a little poll saying like some of the people I like, and then you can tell me the ones you want in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing, because I, without a doubt, I'm going to do another one of these. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you all later. Bye.